for the land of the...
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on... Here are the starters. For Los Angeles. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubats. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2 spot. Now, here's George. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lillard scanning the floor. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And just about a minute into the first quarter, Covington kicks to Lillard. From deep.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George displays strong timing and discipline.
Connects from 3-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep. Here's Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Back to Zubats. George against Powell. Just 4 to shoot. And Leonard gets it to go.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, here's Lillard. Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And George with the stuff.
Always applying the pressure. Beverly loves to attack you defensively and in transition.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Stolen by Jackson. Morris looking over the floor. Ibaka finds Cousins. Back to Ibaka. Lays it up off the glass.
And right there you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 7-point differential. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. That one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Lets it go from the wing. Knocked away. And Cousins kicks to Jackson. Second shot opportunity. And here's Morris for 3. Offensive rebound. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Trailblazers trail by 5. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Cousins throws it down.
Nice pick and roll action. Cousins is a big target, and he has great hands. Excellent play.
Anthony against Morris. McCollum passes to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum outside. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Jackson looking it over. Here's Cousins. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though...
And so the first quarter is in the books. Los Angeles on top, up 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
That's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the point. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Pass to Batum. Back to Leonard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Leonard's got 6 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. There's the dish to Cantor. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Beverly the pass to George. Now Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. The shot misses. Trailblazers trail by 7. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Fires from deep. Portland again missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
It's his first trip to the line.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%? And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Giles to the paint. Kicks it out to Covington. Beverly against Lillard. They could use a bucket. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Passes it to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. George from deep three-point land. He shoots again, and the layup good by Batum. Batum's got his second basket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Lillard against Jackson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that. Runs up against it, and then outworks them.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Harry Giles. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. And there's the pass to Cousins. To the middle. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard attacking, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Kennard kicks to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Trailblazers trail by 12. Over in the corner, Lillard. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Outside Jackson. Chalk up 2 there. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Lillard from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 12 in the game. Jackson with it. Feeds to Cousins. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Nobody near Lillard. No good on the quick 3. And so that's the end of it. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm right out of the gates. It was the Clippers setting the tone. Amped up and ready off. And that does it for our halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Lillard. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Giles in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Clippers grab the miss. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Jackson. Left side, Ibaka. Elbow shot. Kennard. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 13.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That's a 2 from Lillard. The offensive rebound.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Serge Ibaka. Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And George is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Pass to Powell. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jackson. Now, here's Lillard. 12 points for him. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Leonard looking around. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Pass to Zubac. He dishes it to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Back to Zubac. Batum trying to break loose. And that one is good from Zubac.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The shot by George, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Powell's got his first points of the night.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Covington against Leonard. Good.
And you love that about Kawhi. After he makes a shot, he gives you the poker face. Just goes about his business.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard from deep three-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 15 points.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
George dishes to Leonard. Shoots it. Portland grabs the miss. They're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out.
Lillard attacking. Here's Giles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Outside for George. The pass to Beverly. Now, here's Zubac. Inside, Covington with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one had to stop him.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
To the inside, here's Kennard. Nifty move. Cousins, no one around him. From 16 feet away, he cans it. And it's 6 points here for Cousins.
This is what you get from Cousins, a big man who can catch, face up, and deliver.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now Jackson. 7 points in the game. Over McCollum. Jackson misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Luke Kennard. Baca is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Cousins in at the center position.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
Here's McCollum. Anthony up on top, covered by Morris. That one goes in.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Pass to Kennard. Ibaka with the ball. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Goes up the baseline. Kennard kicks to Cousins. This one for 3. The rebound by Simon.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Anthony on the wing. Back to McCollum. Over Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Clippers leading by 15. Down low, Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
McCollum outside from past the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Both teams deciding to change it up. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Leonard. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them, and that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Batum, good.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
George passes to Beverly. And here is Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
And one team is just completely
outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Paul George.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard dishes to Batum. Back to Leonard. Over Giles. Leonard finds Batum. Outside for George. Back to Batum. The shot by George. Wide open. The shot off that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. For 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Leonard against Powell. Outside Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. A beautiful skyline of Denver. We are new.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the four-man position. Now here's Lillard. Kicks it to McCollum. There's the pass to Covington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Now, here's Jokic. They get it again, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Lillard with it. Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And it's good for 2.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
and drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch. You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Lillard against Murray. The three. Here's Nurkic. Lillard looking around. Second chance shot. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Covington. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Covington's got 6 points.
Man, I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
Jokic with the bucket. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Jokic, and the shot is good.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Passes it to Jokic. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Murray, good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Lillard. Right side, Covington. He kicks the foul. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running. And that one's good. Barton.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here is Lillard following the three from Will Barton. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Simon. No good, unable to end this run. The Nuggets leading by 8. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Simons, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's down. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the
mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point. Now here's Rivers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And the layup's good off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Simons surveying the D. Inside. Collins kicks to Kanter. Stolen by McGee. He dishes it to Morris. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Simons. In the corner, Hollis-Jefferson. Kanter, the pass to Simons. Dishes to Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Covington dishes to McCollum. Back to Covington. And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Denver grabs the miss. And they double up Gordon. Here's Porter. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
At the tip, there's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
The pass to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. To the middle. Gordon, the pass to Barton. 4 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. And that one's good. Barton.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Trailblazers trail by 19.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Murray. He's got 5. Hits Jokic top of the key. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Gordon up on top. Defended by Covington. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Powell, no good. Denver leading by 15. Murray, the pass to Jokic. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Aaron Gordon has a special combination of athleticism and size, and I think his skill set is perfectly tailored for how the game is played today.
Here's Lillard. And he makes good on the layup. Lillard's got 6.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
1 second left. And no good that time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they killed it on the glass.
And that's a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Will Barton has done in this game.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
Cole is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers. And it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. A putback, and Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 17. A 3 from Morris. Portland grabs the miss. And here is Powell. It's rebounded by Dozier.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now, here's Bull. In the corner, it's Morris. 5 to shoot. Here's Dozier. Covered by Lillard.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Powell down low. He's guarded by Rivers. McCollum against McGee. Back to Lillard. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The Nuggets leading by 17. Here's Dozier. Pass to Bull. A 3 ball. They grab their own miss. Dozier kicks to Rivers. There's the 3. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Denver with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. Rivers dishes the ball. Here's McGee. Pass to Rivers. Denver passing it around. Here's Dozier. Here's Bull. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Powell. Lillard left side. Feeds it to Covington. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now, here's Cantor. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gordon against Collins. It's the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
It's off his leg, and it's being called a kickball. .106 left to play in the third. And Murray, here we go. And a missed layup.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
The shot's good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Passes it to Jokic. Off target at the rim.
It hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Jones finds Cantor. Nice move, and Cantor throws it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard. And it's Jokic missing.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Collins kicks to Kanter. Here's Simons to the inside. Collins. That one doesn't go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Murray finds Barton. Now, here's Jokic. He's covered by Kanter. Jokic's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets leading by 13, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Nurkic with the block. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's Powell. Takes a three. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Covington. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Rivers gets a wide-open look. Offensive rebound. Bull the pass to McGee. Out to Morris. Fires the three. Sinks the triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Lillard with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum left side. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Pass to McGee. Here's Dozier. Kicks it to Morris. He feeds it to McGee. Pass to Dozier. Back to McGee. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nuggets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jokic.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
Lillard outside. Lets the three fly. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And here's Denver. Powell with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jacks up a three. And Bull pulls it down. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Rivers kicks to Bull. Shoots over Covington. And another miss by Denver.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Gordon, Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Porter at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in its small forward. Now here's Barton. Here's Jokic. Off target from outside. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Now here's Leonard. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside for George. Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now. Barton. Batum grabs the miss. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, George. To the middle. It's tipped. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Here's Leonard. Denver getting their last shot to go. Basket good.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Murray outside. Down low. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shoots from the line. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zubac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Now here's Murray. Barton outside. Passes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
George passes to Beverly. Back to George. Launches it. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
George looking over the floor. Leonard against Barton. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And George kicks to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Porter with the steal.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Now here's Murray. Inside, Gordon. It's hauled in by Beverly.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Leonard missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast break.
Here's Beverly. Takes it off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Denver leading by 6. Here's Murray. From deep three-point range, the offensive rebound.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside Leonard. Outside for George. High post, Zubac. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Back to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And George gets it to go.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there. Just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hand.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter. we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson, and it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Rivers finds McGee. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oh! Wait. I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside Jackson. Outside Batum. Back to Jackson. Right block shot. Morris with the block. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets leading by 7. Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the middle. Here's Bol. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Kennard kicks to Cousins. Here's Jackson. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, in this offense and in this structure, there's going to be opportunities to get a lot more assists for Cousins.
Morris outside. Back to Rivers. Now, here's Bol. He's covered closely. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Morris, left side. Outside, Batum. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Pass to McGee. It's Bol, top of the key. McGee inside. He's guarded by Cousins. McGee's shot is off. Morris passes to Kennard. And that one, good.
And an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Jackson against Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Morris drops them both. A minute 42 left in the first half. Jackson with it. The dish to Morris. Back to Jackson. Batum trying to break loose. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morris. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Morris against Jackson. Morris kicks to Barton. Snatched away. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the wide open shot from Morris. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The drive by Gordon. Comes up empty down low. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Kennard, and it comes off the front of the rim, and he commits the intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
For Denver, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
The 6'10" Serbian Jokic is doing a little bit of everything. A decent scorer, a determined rebounder, and of course, an elite passer.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Murray's checked in.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Outside, George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. No good, shot missing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end. And that'll about do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Nikola Jokic. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the one.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. And Murray, so exciting as he's continued to grow his offensive game, not just a spot-up three-point deep shooter, but now operating behind pick and rolls and becoming more and more of a leader for this ball club.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. Zubac kicks to Leonard. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's sent back by George. Dozier passes to Jokic. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Over Porter. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
The pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Beverly dishes to Leonard. From about 19 feet. Again, Leonard missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Gordon. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And here's George. He has 5. Leonard kicks to George. Offensive rebound. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Outside, George. Misses the 3. The Nuggets leading by 5. Lob pass to Gordon. Beverly against Porter. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
So it's Denver now. Gordon dishes to Murray. Shot clock at 6. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And the rejection by Ibaka. Jokic with the steal. They're running. Here's Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And they go to the intentional foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Jackson deciding where to go with it. He feeds it to Batum. And stolen by Bull. To the inside. Rivers kicks to Morris. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Outside Jackson. Cousins inside. McGee's there. They get the rebound. Batum finds Kennard. Down low. Cousins inside. Guarded by McGee. Clock is at 3. Jackson passes to Batum. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Martin dishes to Morris. From 8. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Rivers passes to Bull. And the basket is good. Bull's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Kicks to Morris. Now Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Rivers. He kicks it to McGee. The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
So he gets them both. 9 seconds left in the third. Leonard finds George. He got it up, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the power forward position. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Beverly against Morris. Pass to Bull. Count the basket. Bull's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Beverly. Now Zubac. Dishes to George. Back to Zubac. Stolen by McGee. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Yep, it counts. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And that one's good, Leonard.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Here's Morris. Six on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. And now we've got the intentional foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Clippers trail by 13. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Leonard. No good with the triple. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. Outside, George. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Cousins against Jokic. Here's George. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And stolen by Murray. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Paul George with the steal. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Leonard.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Denver leading by 13. Murray surveying the D. Jokic on top. He's guarded by Cousins. Pulls up on the elbow. Jokic, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The putback doesn't go that time. And Denver the other way now. Wide open look here for Murray. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
But they get it back. Gordon kicks to Porter from past the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
For 3, Murray. The shot, no good. So the Nuggets win it. This was a very strong. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Lillard looking around. Passes it to McCollum. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Zubac. And the rebound by Nurkic. First quarter, just over a minute played. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Portland with a new 14. Lillard outside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now, here's Zubac. Leonard on the wing. To the paint. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard outside. Off target from 3-point range. Now the Clippers with it. And finished off by Leonard.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed. And
That's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And Covington with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Zubac finds Beverly. Back to Zubac. Pass to George. Another shot. Over McCollum. George with the bucket.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Lillard with it. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Leonard. The pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Shoots over Powell. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. Clippers trail by 3. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Leonard against Powell. Leonard the pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
In the pick and roll, I like confidence. Leonard showing as a facilitator, his game just continues to ascend.
Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. Cullen passes to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. The three from McCollum. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's George for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell finds Nurkic. Shoots over Leonard. And Portland again with the bucket.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Tries again. Zubac, that's good. He's got 6.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
1 quarter in the books. And earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all of the...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Ibaka in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Passes it to Kennard. Cousins with it. And Cousins throws it down.
Owning that area around the rim, something DeMarcus has done as far back as we can remember.
Pass to Anthony. Here's Giles. Defended by Ibaka. And it's Giles missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Now, Hollis Jefferson. Following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Morris outside. He feeds it to Cousins. Morris outside. Dishes it to Cousins. That one, no good. Excellent D from Cantor. Here's Simons. Outside Anthony. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Anthony against Ibaka. Jackson from long range. He can't get that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Simons, the pass to Giles. Now, Hollis Jefferson. The dish now to Cantor. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like this.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Simons. The Clippers getting the bucket. Inside. 6 to shoot. Here's Cantor. Nice D from Cousins.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now here's Cousins. He's guarded closely. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Morris passes to Ibaka.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Now the pass to Cantor. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Portland no good that time either.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Simons. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here is Ibaka. Outside Jackson. That's a 2 from Kennard. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Kennard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Here's Simons. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now, here is George. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He dishes it to Leonard. There's the 3. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Pass to George. Down low. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Zubac. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Back to Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Leonard. George looking over the floor. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lillard finds Nurkic and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. George up top. Over McCollum, and there's George. That's good on the assist from Batum.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Lillard. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. George against McCollum. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And this one's on the entire defense. Gotta stay awake when Leonard rolls off the pick.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Pass to Covington. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. That shot wide open. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Bounce pass from Beverly. To the inside. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 13. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Lillard. Batum with the steal. Outside, George. The pass to Batum. Shoots from 12. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Now, here's Lillard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. It's good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Beverly against Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. At the top of the key, Powell. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard against Powell. Leonard dishes to Beverly. Pass to George. Back to Beverly. George against McCollum. Batum passes to George. And another shot. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lillard with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. To the wing on the left. Outside, George. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lillard attacking. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Leonard. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Covington. McCollum trying to get open. Misses the layup. Passes to George. Shoots over Powell. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, George. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Baca comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
George passes to Jackson. And Covington sends it back. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Pass to Kennard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Lillard on the follow.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Outside, George. To stop the drought. Shot clock at 6. Nice passing here by Los Angeles.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? Their focus right now, every possession has to yield points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's George following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. McCollum against George. To the middle, here's Ibaka. Count it!
He's been there before, played in big moments of big games. Ibaka coming through in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 3. 1 second left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ivica Zubac.
And he's provided them with a major mystery.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of GA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is in. Indeed, one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell, and it's Covington in at the 3 slot.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now here's Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Takes it out to Covington. Just 4 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
You know, Covington's ability to space the floor and his length at the defensive end is something every team is looking for. He is the prototypical 3-and-D player in my mind.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
And here are the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Powell.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Jokic. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Lillard following the missed shot by Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Got a piece of it. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Over to the wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. And Portland with another turnover here. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Murray. From 12 feet out. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Powell, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Here's Lillard, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
Portland, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Now here's Murray. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Collins against Gordon. Barton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Porter. He's over Covington, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Portland trailing here. Lillard looking around. Outside Covington. That shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Porter passes to Murray. Outside Porter. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Collins. Barton dishes to Gordon. Bucket is good.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Barton finds Gordon. Down low. And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Denver on top. They lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Covington in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here is Morris. There's the feed to McGee. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Shoots over Nurkic. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 4. Stolen by Rivers. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. There's the pass to McGee. Back to Morris. Here's Bull. He feeds it to McGee. Here's Dozier. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Shot clock at 2. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Lillard outside. Goes back up. Nice move. And the layup good by Collins.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Bull. Morris against Lillard. Morris kicks to Bull. Here's Nurkic. No points in the game yet for him. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now Morris. Rivers with it. Buries it down low. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The putback, it's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Morris passes to Rivers. Back to Morris. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. But it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Simons. And it's Denver with the rebound. Rivers dishes to McGee. Back to Rivers. Head shot off. And it's Portland the other way. Anthony right side. To the paint. That's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Here's Dozier. Basket counts. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Nuggets?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Giles, that's good.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Morris outside, feeds to McGee. There's the dish to Bull. Back to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Here's McCollum, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period for the Nuggets. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 4 slot. Just 5 on the clock. Collins finds Lillard. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Passes it to Jokic. Dishes it to Porter. Barton outside. And there's the pass to Jokic. No good that time. Collins with some nice D. Trailblazers trail by 7. Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Powell's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Trailblazers. Powell against Barton. Pass to Jokic. Back to Barton. Poked away and stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Shot by Collins, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Murray surveying the D. And the rejection by Collins. An even 3-on-3 break. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Denver leading by 5. All going up court. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
And he gets the bucket. Jokic has got 10 points.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard against Murray. Here is Lillard. 5 points in the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock at 6. In the corner, Powell with it to the inside. Collins can't get it to fall. Denver leading by 7. Inside, Jokic passes to Barton. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And it's Gordon missing. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Covington.
Covington is just so quick, leaving the defense well behind him, actually in the dust as he gets down the court.
It's Porter outside. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the dunk by Covington.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Barton against Powell. Got a piece of it. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Covington kicks to Powell.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
It's good. Gordon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell, and it's Covington in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. McGee, and the rejection by Collins. Morris against Lillard. Here's Nurkic, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Dozier. 5 on the clock. Morris with the bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Simons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Passes it to Bull. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. As the key for him is just staying healthy.
And for Portland, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. McCollum, no good. The Nuggets leading by 6. Bull dishes to Rivers. To the paint. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Rivers.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now the pass to Simons. Cantor with it. Pass to Giles. And he banks in the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Morris looking over the floor. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Here's Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
First one falls for. A different look for Denver. He hits both from the strike.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Pass to Jokic. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 8. McCollum up top, defending. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Murray outside. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
McCollum against Barton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Collins comes in for Giles. Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. And Murray, here we go. Barton, wide open, he fires. Denver gets it back, passes it to Gordon. Porter kicks to Barton. With the putback, Jokic on the follow.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Murray against Lillard. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
26 seconds left in the game. Misses the wing chair.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Barton passes to Jokic. He dishes it to Murray. From deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
The beautiful skyline of... And the Clippers starting five. Pocket is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Michael Porter's out there with Bol. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Now, here is George. Outside Leonard. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's George. Second chance shot. Zubac finds Leonard. Back to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Here's Murray after the basket by Los Angeles. Jokic, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Outside, George. He dishes it to Leonard. Porter with the steal. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
At 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Now Beverly. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. And it's good for 2.
Excellent offensive positioning from Paul George. Size, length, touch. Beautiful.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now, here's Bol. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Left side, George. Basket counts. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Murray dishes to Barton. Inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Shoots over Barton. Porter with the steal. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bol. Gordon comes in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Will Barton. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lays it up off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Gordon. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. He kicks it to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Gordon missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And here's Morris for 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. And now the Nuggets. Last break. Gordon's running. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It'll count. No good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed.
This game, it's.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the point.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Now, here's Kennard. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Kennard's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Jokic kicks to Porter. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Wide open look here for Murray, and he's good on the 3-ball. Murray's got 5 now.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Beverly against Murray. Clock at 6. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Passes it to Bull. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Murray finds Barton. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. George passes to Zubac. Now George. And Sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. And the offensive player better think twice next time. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Leonard. Bull making his last shot. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Back to Leonard. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And there's Murray on the assist by Barton. Murray's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. George passes to Leonard. Top of the key, Ibaka. The pass to Beverly for Murray, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. And then for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Murray finds Barton. 52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good, Jokic.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And with that, the Denver lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there for Rajon Rondo.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Nuggets.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And how good is Rondo in terms of the focus at the rim? Doesn't matter how much contact there is. He's just got that ability to finish.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard. I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Aaron Gordon is a tremendous athlete, and if he gets you off your feet with a pump fake, turn the lights out.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Gordon hits both of them. Here's Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Bull. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Rondo. Leonard looking over the floor. He feeds it to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Murray. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. The Nuggets leading by 9.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Here's Leonard following the score by Jamal Murray. Clock at 4. Back to Leonard, and there's the shot clock violation. Didn't get the shot off in time. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Kicks the ball. That one wide left. Clippers trail by 9. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. The shape. Back to Kennard. Pass to Mann. Murray against Beverly. Now, here's Kennard. Defense right on him. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now, here's Murray. 13 points in the game, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Austin Rivers comes in for Bull. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Leonard. And Georgia subbed in for Kennard. And here is Los Angeles now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. George double teamed. Ibaka. That one doesn't go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Gordon finds Morris. Rivers against Beverly. Morris passes to Rivers. To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
It's a problem trying to deal with the athleticism of Aaron Gordon. You've got to be more careful as a defender.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 1:35 left in the third. Beverly with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the tin.
The Nuggets leading by 9. 1:10 left to play in the third. To the middle, and it's McGee with the jam.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Now, here's Zubac. The dish to George. The pass to Mann. 5 on the clock. Down low. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Paul George.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now, here is Morris. Banked in off the glass. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's George. He's got 10. And George with the stuff.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
And So it's the Denver Nuggets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Ibaka. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the shooting guard. 6 on the shot clock. Ibaka, the pass to Zubac. Nifty move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots. You can definitely see a difference.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the Nuggets with some changes. Cole, he's checked in for Millsap. Rivers comes in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And then for the Clippers, Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Kawhi Leonard comes in for Rajon Rondo. Jokic passes to Bol. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his second foul of the game. Murray's checked in for Morris. George finds Beverly. Leonard on the wing. Over Porter. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Beverly against Murray. Another shot, and Jokic lays it up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Now Murray. Pulls it from the elbow. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. No good from 11 feet. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. The Nuggets leading by 5. And here's Barton. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Murray against Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Here's Murray up on top. Defended by Beverly. And they pick up 2.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Leonard, no luck.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you. Murray
outside. Back to Barton. Outside Gordon. Here's the feed to Bull. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's Jokic in the corner. Over Ibaka. Leonard with the ball. Over Murray. Here's Ibaka. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, my goodness. Serge Ibaka with the killer instinct in an important situation. Love it.
And Murray. Here we go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Rozier's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverley. Leonard inside. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Murray. It's in!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
From deep, George. And that one is off. So the Nuggets win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure